Hello, everyone, once again. This is Rob. Welcome back to Media Awareness. Before I continue, a reminder the fundraiser continues. For those of you new to my channel or unaware, I am a disabled individual and I use a motorized wheelchair/scooter all day, every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter as they view it as a quote luxury item end quote. Despite the fact that I am unable to walk whatsoever, in addition to being unable to use any other type of scooter or power chair, or even a standard wheelchair for that matter, as I only have limited dexterity in one hand. In addition to that, I do not have a backup scooter or wheelchair to rely on at the current time. So if my scooter should malfunction, as it has in the past, I will yet again be a fish out of the water, a scenario I want to avoid at all costs. With that stated, below the title of this video in the description below, as well as in a separate section below the information pertaining to this video, you will find a spot fund link. It is a fundraiser. It's easy to contribute. It takes a few seconds, and any and all help is welcome. I cannot stress that enough. Even $5 or $10 can make all the difference in the world, and you can even contribute anonymously. The purpose of the fundraiser is to both assist me with the ongoing refurbishing of my existing scooter, as well as to help me save for the purchase of a new scooter. I arrived at these conclusions following a malfunction that disabled the battery charging mechanism and it needed replacement. And for roughly 2 weeks, I needed to be pushed around my own home by family and friends, which severely limited my independence. However, it was that long overdue wake up call that I need a backup plan, and the backup plan is to have a brand new scooter to use moment to moment, day to day, every day, and my existing scooter completely refurbished, waiting in the wings to be used at a moment's notice if necessary, when necessary. Additionally, my wheelchair van is inoperative whatsoever. It has been deemed as unrepairable, and therefore I'm saving for a new wheelchair van as well. So any and all help is welcome. And I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Thank you all. I love you all. If you're not yet subscribed to Media Awareness, my channel, please consider subscribing and becoming part of the Media Awareness family. I'd love to have you. Additionally, if you do subscribe, please be sure to click the bell icon. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, much like this one. So this is a first reaction to Blur, the Universal, and this is a MTV live appearance. And I chose this particular live video because it's not from the official YouTube page of Blur. Everything I have tried to react to from the official page has been blocked, and I'm not taking any risks. This time I don't want to have to do any skillful editing on my part. I would rather just be able to react to this and post my reaction. So I would appreciate all of you clicking on the link below for the individual that was kind enough to upload and share this live appearance from MTV with Blur fans everywhere. That being said, I have yet to become a Blur fan. I've had a lot of Blur suggestions. I've done a few reactions here on my channel, and I have been checking out their material, but nothing has really connected with me until this point in time. And I'm trying to keep an open mind with Blur. However, that margin is closing faster and faster with each Blur song I hear. They simply aren't resonating with me personally. But with that said, like I said, this is linked below. Give that individual the clicks and love they deserve for sharing this. And my friend Lee overseas had suggested this and requested this. So I trust Lee, and I think, and I'm hoping this might be the exception to the blur rule, and this might be the one that makes me want to hear more, as opposed to not really giving it a second thought. I do feel that Blur is an incredibly talented band, really, really tight, really proficient at what they do, and really just phenomenal, actually, as a force in the music industry. But like many UK bands, they really only had one breakthrough hit here in the States. That was Song 2. And it's unfortunate because they do have a vast array of material. And I'm sure if I was exposed to more of it when it was out, I may think differently, but that's not the case in my case. Uh, and I do have some fond memories, though, of Blur that I think I've shared before, but I had a friend, Jen, and we used to meet up at a nightclub, and we would get into these playful arguments back and forth as to who was the better band, Oasis or Blur, and she was always on Blur's side, and I was on Oasis' side. So that's my little fond memory of Blur from those little playful spots with an incredibly intelligent, lovely girl from my past. But with that said, I am open to being open minded and exposing myself to Blur once again. So, with that said, this is Blur, the Universal, live on MTV, and I will be back following this with my assessment of this performance.
This is the next century where the universal's free. You can find it anywhere. Yes, the future's been sold. Every night we're gone to karaoke songs. How we like to sing along, though the words are wrong. It really, really, really could happen. Yes, it really, really, really could happen. When the days they seem to fall through you and just let them go. Here is alone. There's satellites in every home. Yes, the universal's here for everyone. Every paper that you read says tomorrow's your lucky day. Well, here's your lucky day. It really, really, really could
So that was Blur, the Universal. And I am impressed. That song was moving. It was very intense, and it was very grand in scale. I will say that the band was definitely overshadowed by the orchestral accompaniment, and I could have done without the orchestral accompaniment. It could have been easily enough to have replicated that sound on keyboards, even back in the 90s or whenever this was actually filmed. I'm assuming it was the 90s. But I I really am taken with this song. Lyrically, it moved me. Uh, the arrangement, the delivery vocally, the lyrical structure and phrasing, it all really, really hit home. And I was not anticipating that whatsoever. I wasn't really anticipating anything other than listening to another Blur song. And I am completely overwhelmed by this. And I really am looking forward to hearing more Blur now. So if anyone has any suggestions or recommendations for other Blur songs for me to check out, leave them in the comment section below. You're also welcome to reach out to me via my email address, which is also in the description. My Facebook info is also there as well. You can reach out to me however you like, open a dialogue about Blur. Tell me why you love Blur. I want to know. And I am actually really curious now about hearing more Blur. Uh, and I wish the band was more prominent as far as being heard in the mix with this, less so than the orchestra. Vocally, there was a bit of Bowie there, I noticed, in combination with perhaps the Sex Pistols. But with that said, the vocals themselves were unique in and of themselves. They really didn't have a comparison, an accurate, dead on comparison that I could make or that I'd want to make. I try to stay away from making comparisons if at all possible. Sometimes it's not feasible or possible to do so if something is really similar, but I do my best not to. But I'm just blown away. And I really enjoyed this more than I thought I would. And that's really saying a lot because I was starting to really become somewhat annoyed by not liking Blur. So this was an eye-opening experience, and I really appreciate Lee recommending this to me, suggesting this, and like I said, if you have any suggestions, recommendations, leave them in the comment section or reach out in any way you feel you'd like to. This is Rob with Media Awareness. The fundraiser is still active as stated, and any help is welcome. It is at a standstill at the moment, so please do what you can. I would really appreciate your help, and I will see you all again soon. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night wherever you are. Take care. Bye.